go tell my teenagers how cool I am. We celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month every year, and we do an event around Hispanic Heritage Month to showcase some of the unsung heroes of our community. First, I'm sure everyone is grateful that we decided to move it indoors this year instead of being outdoors as we have been in the past. While our honorees will get lots of attention on our event, our reception, we want the opportunity to pause during the day and acknowledge them publicly as well. I'm glad that Mayor Pro Tem Gonzalez is with me and Councilmember Christie. Ed, because he is always right there beside me at the council meetings and as we do city business. Councilmember Christie, because he has taken it upon himself to be very, very engaged with our international activities. And he does great work as an ambassador for the city and for me on our various international cultural activities. In Houston, we do live by an unspoken rule, and that is that it doesn't really matter where you came from, doesn't matter what you look like, doesn't matter what the language you spoke at birth or as a child. We honor what you do while you're here in Houston. We honor those who come in and roll up their sleeves and make Houston a better place. With National Hispanic Heritage Month, which we celebrate here in Houston, we have an opportunity to celebrate the successes, histories, cultures, and contributions of American citizens whose ancestors came from Spain, from Mexico, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. You may not have heard of some of the people we are going to acknowledge today, but that's okay because they don't work to be acknowledged. They work to make a difference. These are people who have helped shape Houston's Hispanic community through their actions, from grassroots politics to public service and into our classrooms. And let me digress here for a minute and say one of the activities that we celebrated earlier this year, or I celebrated with my Hispanic Advisory Committee, was the appointment of the first ever Hispanic archivist at the Houston Public Library. Why is that important? Because we have a rich history in Houston from our Hispanic community, within our Hispanic community, and certain of those representatives are leaving us. And we have an obligation, as well as an opportunity, to recapture and reclaim some of the history that may have been underappreciated and certainly not well known and well studied. And so by the creation of a formal position in the Houston Library System of archivist for our Hispanic archive collection, part of her charge is to go out and gather the information, gather the records, gather the history, the photographs, the letters, before they're lost to us. We may not always have an opportunity to welcome our community heroes, our community leaders into a gathering like this and acknowledge them publicly. So let us make sure that all of the history that we can, that we capture. Now, we name our honorees through a nominations process that is and the nominees are vetted by my Hispanic Advisory Committee, and they have the difficult task of sorting through the nominations and selecting the honorees. We honor those in different areas. First, for art in the community. The honoree is proprietor of Casa Ramirez Folk Art in the Heights area. He is well known for his love of folk art and teaching others about traditions that reflect the Hispanic culture, such as El Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. He enjoys hosting events that promote Hispanic writers, artwork, and social action. Our art in the community honoree is Marcario Ramirez. Our community activist is a native Houstonian who grew up in the near North Side neighborhood where he still lives and is actively making a difference for his community. His first passion is advocating for children and quality education through volunteering at Kettleson Elementary as a translator. He serves as a liaison between school administrators and parents, advocating for children, facilitating community meetings, and campaigning for political action. Our community activist honoree is Mario Martinez. Our education honoree has been a professor at the University of Houston since 1980, receiving many accolades, awards, and even a presidential appointment. He is the founding publisher of the noted Hispanic literary journal, The American Review, and is also the founder of the nation's oldest Hispanic publishing house, Arte Público Press. Dr. Canellis is also currently the director of a national research program recovering the U.S. Hispanic literary heritage of the United States. Our education honoree is Dr. Nicholas Canellis, PhD. This is the second time in a week to be joining me down here. Good to see him again. Our honoree for youth activists graduated from Milby High School, the top 3% of her class, and is currently attending Texas A&M. In her spare time, she enjoys working with children, volunteering at the Children's Museum, and teaching Sunday school classes. Because of her environmental interests, she also makes time to help with recycling and cleanup efforts around her school. Our honoree is not with us today. She is actually at A&M in classes, and we want her to graduate because we know she will do great things when she gets out into the world of work. But our youth activist is Noemi Chavez, and she is represented here by her sister. And then finally, we have our Lifetime Achievement Award. Our honoree is a successful entrepreneur and lifelong community servant. Her volunteer service to our city includes her work as Vice Chair of the Harris County Appraisal Review Board, as a board member of the Houston Reed Commission, National Census Board, Houston Grand Opera, Theater Under the Stars, Greater Houston Convention and Visitors Bureau, Houston Business Council, I'm already tired, Houston Economic Summit, and Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. She has worked hard to advance the Hispanic community through her volunteerism with LULAC, where she was the first woman to serve as the Texas State Director, National Executive Director, and President of a local LULAC chapter. Our Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Dolores Lolita Guerrero. All right, Lolita, come join me here. As our lifetime award honoree, let me offer you the microphone and tell you thank you for what you've done for our community. And it said lifelong, but you still have a lot of life in you. No, you're not going to stop. But no, please.
This is a very humbling experience for me to receive this award, especially from my peers, all of you who I have worked with for many years. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you're right, Mayor, I keep running you into all these functions, and yes, I'm not going to stop, but I'm very honored to receive this award, and hopefully I can continue to work in the community with each and every one of you. Thank you so much.
Lolita was a restaurateur for a long time. She helped pack some pounds on. Again, sincere congratulations to our honorees. And thank you to those who serve not only on my Hispanic Advisory Committee, but also there are many members of the Hispanic Advisory Committee who also serve on other boards and commissions and who make a difference in Houston every day. So, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mayor Parker. Congratulations, Lolita. We love you. You know that. We also are honored to have a new partner working with the Mayor's Hispanic Advisory Board, and that is the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. They have really stepped up to the plate to help us this year on our program. We're going to have a terrific awards ceremony on October the 9th. I hope you all will be there in the evening at the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. And here to say a few words from the Museum of Fine Arts is Deborah Roldan. Deborah?
It's a real pleasure and really an honor to be here as a new Houstonian. I really am honored to be among all these wonderful and distinguished people, and looking forward to getting to know everyone much, much better. I'm honored to be here on behalf of the Museum of Fine Arts Houston. We were delighted to receive this invitation, and I'm very happy to be here and to collaborate in any way possible. As a multicultural institution, we are very, very proud to present those multiple cultures to the people of Houston, and the fact that it reflects Houston as well. I have to say that we're particularly proud of our Latin American department. It's one of the most important and most active in the country. I have a bit of bias there, but it woefully merits that accolade. I wanted also to point out and take advantage of the opportunity to tell you about the exhibition we currently have on view to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, and that is, it's called Calaveras Mexicanas, the art and legacy of Jose Guadalupe Posada. And I have to point out, very full of pride, that it is drawn solely from the museum's permanent collection. So you have an opportunity to see this wonderful artist on the walls of the museum, but also see his artistic legacy, his influence on artists, not only Mexican artists, but also artists around the world. And we're very happy to show that as well. I also wanted to point out the many other exhibitions we have coming up, the many activities we've planned around the Posada exhibition, including gallery talks in Spanish, family programs also in Spanish, but also in English, of course. But we like being able to offer these many opportunities for our very public. Also wanted to mention the Antonio Berni exhibition that we will be hosting in November. It opens on November 10th on a wonderful Argentinian artist, one of the largest exhibitions that has been put together in the past 15 years. And I really do welcome everyone to come and take a look at what we have to offer. Y les doy la bienvenida a todos. Muchas gracias.